Well, I always say this is real world, real people, real life. This is what it is. This is what our world looks like. And if you can handle these type of atmosphere that we have here in Minneapolis, on our campus, off campus, and in the other teams that we play, you're going to be ready for the world. And so to me, that's what an Augie is understanding how to handle real world, real life, real people.
Augie athletes are very competitive, and they're willing to put in the work in on and off the court, in the classroom, and just basically put in the work in when nobody's watching. I think Augsburg athletes are very driven, and they want to succeed in all aspects of life.
You know, over my 6 years at Augsburg, I think the #1 word that I hear that I put as an Augsburg athlete, and even as an Augsburg coach or staff member, is grit. You know, grit and determination, and nothing is going to get in our way. And we are, you know, not always the most talented team. We're not always the biggest team. We're not always the fastest team. But our grit and our determination goes above all of that, and I think is what makes us good.
I would say, you know, the thing that comes to my mind is tradition for us. And tradition for us is all our guys are tough on top. Everyone, I feel like we have an edge when we go on the mat, conditioning-wise. Everyone's got more than the other guy they're putting out there with.
The main thing is just being dedicated to your respective team, the program, knowing that when you toss on the Augsburg jersey that you're representing a lot more than just yourself. There's alumni, the community, the whole program, the whole school, and faculty.
We have our 3 team values, which is united, devoted, relentless, and to me that's what it means to be an Augie athlete. You're united to your team, devoted in doing what it takes to become a champion, and relentless in pursuing that.
What makes a good Augie athlete is one who is really student first, one who involves himself in the community and in the school as well, and one that really takes pride in both the student and the athlete part, as cliche as it sounds.
1, 2, 3,
The great thing about Division III athletics is each student athlete has the ability to decide how they want their experience to go. Right? Are they going to be really committed to improving themselves as athletes in the off season? That's a decision that they get to make. Right? There's nothing that's mandatory in the off season. They have every single tool that they need in order to improve their skills and their strength.
Come on, baby.
We train we used to train at like 5 a.m. We'll train at 6 a.m. now, and it's all very individualized. Coach makes a different set for every person, and depending on like what you swim.
In the winter and spring, when we start hitting in the dome, then we're able to look more at the technique of our swings and dial it in.
I think overall it's pretty difficult, but that's what you expect when you're training. I think that's the best thing about it is when it's a challenge, it pushes you to do better and it makes you better, so I enjoy it.
Like if you're not sore the next day and if you're not like sweating by the end of the workout, you're not like doing it right. Like, you know, the expectations are really high, just like they are on the ice. You know, in the weight room, we want to push hard and push gains, and you know, even having teammates push each other to go up in weights and do a little bit more than they thought they could. And again, it translates from the weight room onto the ice.
I guess it's a little different for the both of us because I'm a pitcher, so we do a lot more running, body weight stuff, lifting, than we're throwing every day.
And our training in the room, it's always done with a purpose. We're not just going through the motions. We're not doing things that we've always done. We're always evolving, always getting better, always learning new things. Everything is with a purpose.
Every wrestling workout is challenging, and even if it's not physically challenging, it's mentally challenging. So after usually a harder practice, like I'll just lay on the mat and feel so relieved and so grateful for the opportunity to be here and work hard. So I don't know, I always just have a feeling of relief and gratitude, and I always take time to journal after my practices too, to like reflect on my practice, because every practice is important. And so that feeling is just overwhelming, and it's always, the hard work pays off.